So this is another Malka Enterprises production. Timothy Dolan is your narrator. And this is a dispatch from Sharia camp in Kurdistan. The image you see is of a very young girl, obviously going away from the camera. She was a resident of the camp, is a resident of the camp. And judging from her age and the fact that this is a Yazidi camp, she is probably the child. Also, by the way, her hair color. Yazidis tend to be a dark-haired people. This is a light-haired girl. And in all likelihood is a child of a ISIS fighter and a Yazidi sex slave. So this is life in the camps. Things are developing, shall we say. The camps were meant to be residences for 6 months. The people in the camps are now in their 5th year. And many of the kids are either orphans or are essentially rejected by their own community for not being Yazidi or not having been fathered by Yazidis. So it is a complicated situation. These kids are in essence sentenced to a, now if they're 4 years old, sentenced to a 14-year stay probably in the camps where they will finally be old enough to leave and hopefully emigrate. They cannot be adopted by Iraqi law. There is this fetish about the possibility of conversion. Even though Yazidis themselves are not really viewed as Muslim, it still is problematic within the context of Iraq. And the community itself, which again has its own conservative views. Nobody is converted to Yazidism, and they don't proselytize. The fact that this child, representing the kids who have been fathered by ISIS fighters, are on the outside looking in. And this is a huge problem, as you can imagine. So I just wanted to kind of point out, having visited the camps personally, what the situation is. And as I said, I know it's complicated. We don't know what kind of pressures can be put upon the Iraqi government to perhaps change its laws and allow these kids a life outside of Iraq. They really have no future as it stands within either the Yazidi community, almost all of which are living in camps, and within the larger Kurdish and northern Iraq population. So it would be nice if we could prevail upon Iraq to relax its laws in regard to the Yazidi orphans and find homes for them outside of Iraq. We'll see how it goes. I'm just getting the word out on this, and wanted to show an image of what we're talking about. These are people. These are very young people, and they are, at this stage, really having no future to speak of. Okay, Timothy Dolan signing off with an image from Iraq. Thank you. Iraqi Kurdistan, I should say.